Did you know that Manly are leading the league in run meters per game this season? Probably not. I didn't even realize either until I started writing this article. Now, I'm going to tell you why it's important just after I give my main tips and get a little bit deeper into this game, the Newcastle Knights and the Manly Sea Eagles. Going to take Manly to cover the line as the favourites on the road, -6.5. Going to take the game total to go under 44.5. And also like Tolu Kola to score a try, pick him up as an anytime try scorer and also as a first try scorer. Now, why does run meters matter? Well, run meters together with line breaks, tackles inside 20, some of the stats that really contribute towards scoring points, which in the end then obviously contributes to winning. Now, Manly, they are the best team in the league at getting run meters up the park. And what has been a little bit of a problem for them in the start of the season was converting their chances. But that has improved over the last few weeks. They're down now to try every 8.2, I think, 8.2 tackles inside 20-meter zone of their opponents. They are scoring a try, and that's up in the top 6 in the league, I think. The Newcastle Knights, they're the 15th ranked team in allowing teams to get run meters and work their way up the field. On the other end of the scale, they're very good at defending the try line. But as we saw against the Dragons last weekend, they can't defend for eternity on that try line. Eventually, they let in points. And, for any other team in that situation, that's okay because they got the other end to put on points. But Newcastle, they cannot convert their chances. They've had so many different halves combinations. Pong has been in and out. They just can't get across the line. And I don't see it happening at a high rate here against the Sea Eagles. A bit of a trend for these two teams. Manly, they've won 3 of the last 5 games between these two teams. One game has ended in a draw, 32-all 2 years ago. Newcastle, they've won 2 of the last 3 at home at McDonald Jones Stadium, but it doesn't fill me with enough confidence to back them as the home underdog. They've only won 1 game there so far this season, and they've only covered 1 game there this season. That's despite home underdogs having a 57.5% cover rate in the NRL this season. It's an astronomical rate. I think it was over 60% leading into last weekend. Then it went 0-3 in that stat last weekend for home underdogs covering. So I don't think it's going to happen in this one. Newcastle just struggling to convert their chances, struggling to score points, whereas Manly, they get up the field, they get into scoring position, and with enough tackles inside the opposition 20, eventually they score. Now, Tolu Kola, he's in the centres for Manly, and Newcastle, they don't allow a great deal of tries, but when they do, centres do cross at a higher rate than wingers. And the last couple of weeks, even 5/8s or halves have scored tries against the Knights. So if you like a sneaky pick, maybe look at a try from one of the halves for St George. For St George, for Manly, so DCE or Luke Brooks for a try there if you don't like Kola. Game totals: Newcastle 1-11 to the under, and the Manly Sea Eagles have gone 0-5 or 5-0 to the under in their last 5. So everything pointing towards the under here. I don't think Newcastle will contribute enough to get this total over 44.5 points, even if it ends up a blowout in favour of the Sea Eagles. They're probably not scoring enough points to make it to 40 themselves. That's my top tips and why that stat line is important in this game of run meters. Check out everything we have here on bets.com.au. Full game previews for NRL, AFL, Formula One, supercars. It's all right there, racing. Let us know in the comments if you want to see any more of this type of content on your channel.